Welcome inside Northwest Stadium, football fans, located in Landover, Maryland. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off between the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And our first play of the game is going to net them a single yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Daniels off the play action. Completed left side to Samuel. This is not going to help their cause. They had a 3rd down. He's out of bounds, lost a yard too.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun, Daniels. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he will be stopped now, but what to like about that effort?
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Play action now. Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They're running the option, short side. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. He's running for it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Back play straight ahead. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Went into their back tricks just a little bit there. The surprise handoff, not enough to get the touchdown. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of excited to see the next wrinkle off that one because I don't think that was just a one-off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it! And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Third and short, Daniels. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They've got a man in motion. Fourth down, here's Daniels. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get the game's first points here in the second. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Commanders 7, Giants nothing.
Now to handle the kickoff.
Washington.
Tyrone Tracy now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. On play action now, Wilson. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Nearly an interception on that play. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Second and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping defenders and getting upfield.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcasting, my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Russ now from the gun. Has it at the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage. at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A handoff to Tracy. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Motioning left is their running back. Shotgun snap for Wilson. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York! The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Samuel now to return it. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, here's Eckler. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Running with Eckler again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Paulson and Debo.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd down give to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped well shy of that 1st down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On to line up this field goal. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle. Gay's kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Kickoff. Here's Tracy on the return. Juke the defender. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Giants taking the field for their second possession. They still have access to a pair of timeouts and a little time left, too, so points very much still in play here before the half. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 46. As Robinson gets hit, and he loses it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him, but now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Wilson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Sticking in the air with Wilson. Setting up the screen. And he's going to work this down to the 32. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. And the Giants field goal unit out. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. The kick by Gano is good. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we're set up for an incredible 2nd half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Tracy on the return. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And they could take control in the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Another try following the sack. Stepping up, and he's going to run. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
3rd and long for him here. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He puts some air under it deep down. That's complete inside the 35. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Extra point converted by Gay. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Giants 10.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
Washington.
Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. A give to Tracy up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Tracy once more. Jukes out a one-stop. And a nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
1st down throw from Wilson. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Tackle made by Von Miller.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Ross off the play fake. That's complete to Darius Slayton. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, here's Russ. Dump off caught by his back. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Play made by Deron Payne.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the fourth. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Wilson now off the play action. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Running back sent in motion left. Throwing on third, Wilson. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
It's one of the biggest moments of the game for Graham Gano. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Tracking for it, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Commanders set to take over. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Has a man, it's Ertz. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send a man in motion. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Penalty moves him backwards. Here comes 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Daniels. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. A big play nets him 17 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Daniels on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, 7 to go. To throw again, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
He'll throw it. Lofts it deep right side. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. This makes it up to the 25. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Now Wilson on the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Giants will have a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He'll try and run this. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Dialing up a receiver screen. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel, and they got there in time. He's taken down. And the through. Fourth down, that much tougher.
As we're into the fourth quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
Pass brought in by Slayton. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down. Now hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing on.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Back to throw. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Scatterboo here on the toss. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal.
Get to these goal-to-goal situations, you know what a win is defensively, Kate? A stalemate. Just don't let them go forward. When you actually knock them backwards as they just did, you've now energized your whole group defensively.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. To throw. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And it's not over yet. They scored here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point.
All or nothing, they'll run it. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. Gano ready to send this away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, Daniels. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Daniels now. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now they face 2nd down. Well, those are the looks they have hoped would open up by this point in the game, Brock, but still got some guys sitting on those throws, and they nearly made a splash play.
You know as a quarterback when you throw in the middle of the field, there's just simply more defenders in harm's way, and you've got to see that window open. You got away with one there.
This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And the tackle quickly follows that catch as this one reaches the 23. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants, as with that, we sign off from D.C.